When you can cross, it becomes the little green man and the buzzer sounds like this.
Oh! Oh, that is different. You know, the rapid keep clicking, you know. Oh, okay. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Okay, today I'm going to react a video on Julian O'Shea. Please do support this video by this channel by subscribing it, everyone. Okay, I really need your help. Okay, today we're going to get know on why Australia's crosswalk buttons are the best. Okay, this is something that really interesting for us to know. This video is feed Billie Eilish, and okay, I can't wait to see this video. And before we start, I really like to thanks everyone who already support by subscribing my channel. Thank you everyone, and for those who still not, please do so because I really need it, guys. Please help me. Thank you so much. Okay, without further ado, let's go and watch with me. Are you guys ready? Let's get started.
When you think of good design, you might think of your favourite fashion designer or a beautiful home on something like Grand Designs. What you probably don't think of is something like this. And I want to convince you today that Australia has designed not only the best pedestrian crossing button in the world, but
wow,
is
the best pedestrian button for, you know, the best in the world. Oh, this is amazing things to know.
It's one of the best designed things to ever come out of Australia. Let's do it.
Let's do it, everyone.
Yes, it might feel like a strange thing to get excited about, but let me have this one, because in a world of crosswalk buttons, none of them have anything on this. I'm talking about the PB5 pedestrian button.
PP5.
A type of auto-tactile pedestrian detector, or simply a crosswalk button. Now, this has been featured in museums, acclaimed by the media, and here's the thing, even if you've never crossed a street in Australia, I'm willing to bet that you've heard it before. And that's all thanks to a surprising duet with Billie Eilish. I'll get to that. This design goes back to the 1970s when the New South Wales Department of Roads were after a system that could help vision and hearing impaired pedestrians. So you might ask, what actually does make good design when it comes to something like a pedestrian crossing button? Let's start with the sound, and this is how Australian traffic crossings work. When you can't cross, the light is solid red and you get this regular clicking sound to indicate where the crossing is and to stop. When you can cross, it becomes the little green man and the buzzer sounds like this.
Oh! Oh, that is different. You know, the rapid keep clicking, you know. Oh, okay.
And the final state is flashing red with no sound, which means you can finish crossing but don't start. And of course, people live in apartments right near streets and they have these buttons just outside their house. So you might wonder, how annoying is it that these things continue to beep? This sound system was designed by legendary Australian acoustic engineer Lewis Challis, who understood this challenge. Now, his other work included architectural acoustic design of buildings like Parliament House and Olympic Stadium.
Wow.
So he designed a system that includes a microphone that takes in regular readings of the ambient sound and sets the volume to be audible above street noise but not be unnecessarily loud.
Oh,
when he created it, he was offered the right to patent
loud.
this invention by the New South Wales Department of Main Roads, but he declined to do so, wanting it available as widely as possible at the lowest cost. One feature of these buttons is this. Now, this is a clearly defined arrow which shows the direction of the crosswalk. Now, this plate can be adjusted because this box isn't always mounted with the crosswalk straight ahead. So this can say whether to cross left or right, and in some cases in either direction. Now, another feature with it is that this is actually a tactile arrow. So if you're vision impaired, you can actually feel for yourself which direction it runs in. And not only does it make a sound every time it beeps, but this vibrates. So if you're both vision impaired and hard of hearing, you can know when to cross.
Oh, the
One open
handicap
secret
also
of pedestrian buttons around the world is that
know
pressing
how.
them doesn't always make a difference. Basically, the traffic engineers just turn on the crossing for each cycle. Normally this is done in busy areas or at busy times. So in the Melbourne CBD, this is the case at the majority of crossings most of the time. And this has actually become more common during COVID times to reduce the number of people needing to touch the button. And there's another interesting case. Some Orthodox Jews consider pushing these buttons or using any other electrical device to be work, something which shouldn't be done on the Sabbath. So in places with a high Jewish population, they'll have the buttons set to be automatically on during these times. And Melbourne has a few other twists on the PB5 design and crossings, including this tactile paving that lights up alongside the traffic light, something useful for people who are on their phones, and also repurposing the buttons into a...
Yeah, this is really helpful for those people who are, you know, watching their phone and so on. It is really good invention for me.
Speaker to give you tram updates. And the PB5 found its way into the top song of 2019, Billie Eilish's Bad Guy. Listen carefully for this sound. Right here.
Oh.
Duh. And Rolling Stones did an interview with Billie Eilish and Phineas O'Connell to explain exactly how this came to be.
My mom and I went for a walk in Sydney. We were like across the street from the hotel, and the Crosswalk is this little, like, you press it and it's like, doop, doop, and I was like, that's hard! That's the sound that it makes when you have to wait. And then I was not prepared for this part.
I basically like put it into a quantized bar section and then put sample delay on it so it was wider, and then it became.
Wow!
The Australian media...
I just can't believe it, because the Sydney pedestrian crossing button is actually inspired Billie Eilish to make a good song of the bad guy, and it's very special because that is Australian sounds, especially you can find it in Australia. Wow, this is so amazing, guys.
Transport for New South Wales were pretty happy with this collaboration. So while the PB5 is indeed an impressive invention, including winning the Grammy for Song of the Year, maybe Australia isn't done improving on it.
Winning the Grammy.
A young Malvern schoolgirl has come up with a clever invention to help stop the spread of germs. Grace created a Kick Me pedestrian button so people don't have to use their hands at traffic lights.
Wow, I think the invention or the creation of Crosswalk button in Australia is something that, for me, it's something brilliant for me. It's something that can help all the pedestrian and so on. The remarkable PB5 button. For me, it's really helpful and for me, it's very brilliant. And I was so surprised when I know that the song of Billie Eilish will win the Grammy Award to actually have an invention from the Crosswalk pedestrian button in Australia. I think that was so amazing for me. Something that unique sound from the Crosswalk button, and give some ideas for the to Billie Eilish to make her song. And after all, the song is streamed over 1 billion times on Spotify and YouTube, thanks to a collaboration with Billie Eilish. You know, that one is very something that really made me wow. You know, something that, yeah, something special about it, and the unique things actually give something really good for the pedestrian especially. And I really love this kind of video. Thank you so much for everyone who watched my video, and as usual, if you do like my video, please do share and liking my video. And thank you everyone who already support by subscribing my channel. For those who still not, please do support me and give your support by share your support by subscribing my channel. Thank you everyone. Until next video, take care. Bye bye.